ShopGuard here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going over all the current MTFs in the game. For those who don't know, and if you don't know, why are you playing this game? MTF stands for Mobile Task Force. They're usually called when sites have like issues. They're kind of just a security guard on crack, basically. Yeah. Starting off with some stuff that happened in the server. If you see any advertisements of my shop having a McDonald's in it, it's fake. We don't run a McDonald's. Blame YOLO for that. YOLO did that. Rip Toll, I guess? I don't really know why that was necessarily added at all. But, yeah. Oh, by the way, one day I'll become the official shop guard, but unfortunately, I guess today's not the day. I'm still just going to be the shop guard. And for those who just don't know what that means, I can't get my own official role. That doesn't mean people can steal my job, though. You will never outrank the official shop guard. Well, unless you're a mod, of course, or something. Anyways, continuing. Epsilon-11, codename, Nine-Tailed Fox. They normally come in when 100+ kills are earned from the SCPs. But then you could just do what I did and got a very nice and helpful mod, aka the silliest mod around, to, yeah, just force spawn them. Generally, these guys kind of just die quick. That's just what I see generally. Like, they'll spawn and then they'll just die. I'm not sure if it's just because they think that more health is going to save them. Like, I'm pretty sure that even with more health, they're still going to get killed pretty quick. I mean, shoot. You can get one-shotted by, like, at least half of the SCPs in this game. Although, technically, I guess, like, 049 doesn't technically kill you. He just revives you as a zombie or whatever. But, yeah. They spawn in with an HK-416, which has a total of 30 ammo. Body shots deal 19 damage, while headshots deal 22.8. But we'll just round that up to 23, just to make it a tad bit simpler. Fun fact, the Nine-Tailed Fox is actually just I guess like a mythical creature that gains more wisdom over time, and once it grows 9 tails, it becomes human, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I thought it was just interesting for that. U-7, codename, Hammerdown. Hammerdown are an AMTF, which, if I'm correct, that means like an armed mobile task force. They're basically kind of like, you know, how you have the SWAT and the SWAT can't deal with it. Well, then you might as well just say, alright, bring in the military. That's basically, I guess, what this kind of is. In basic terms, they come in with a M249, and they spawn when the SCPs have gained 200+ kills altogether. Hammerdown is mostly for the, I guess, backup if the Nine-Tailed Fox or Epsilon-11 just can't do about the situation. So, yeah. Spawning, like I said, spawns in with an M249. Body shots dealing 15 damage and the headshots dealing 18. Plus, it has 100 ammo, so that's relatively cool, I guess. Generally, Hammerdown isn't necessarily my favorite, but anyways, continuing. ETA-10. ETA-10, if I'm correct, is See No Evil. But there's like I don't know if this was like something, and, well, at one point, YOLO called it SNA, which is See No Aura. That's just YOLO dubbed, I guess. I don't know if anyone else calls it that. If I'm correct, they spawn in when 966 or and 173 both earn a total of 100 or 50 kills, if I'm correct. I'll put a correction on the screen if that's incorrect. Spawning in with an MP5 SD. The MP5 SD deals 14 damage for body shots and does 16.8 for headshots, but we'll just round that to 17 just to make it simpler. And that's actually, I guess, kind of better than the MP5, since the MP5 does 10 damage for the body shots, and 12 for headshots. So yeah, basically it's just an upgraded and cooler looking version of the MP5. They come with these goggles that when you turn them on, you can look at SCP-096 without enraging him for like a few moments. But once you turn it off, you can just get him. He just gets enraged. Oh yeah, and it also allows you to see 966. I don't really think that there's anything extra with these guys, so we'll just move on from them. Epsilon 9, Fire Eaters. Now, I'm generally just going to say this real quick. Why are you going to name them Fire Eaters if they're, I guess, spewing out fire extinguishers? Whatever the damn chemical in a fire extinguisher is. Foam, whatever. Judge me all you want, I don't care. I don't know what it's called, and I'm just trying to make a video here. They're just off-brand firefighters. No, actually, they're stronger firefighters with flamethrowers that basically can just, I guess, turn into a fire extinguisher or whatever. No, if you use the fire, it doesn't heal 4, 5, 7. But the fire extinguisher does more damage to him. But still, why call them Fire Eaters? Generally, I don't get why you would call them that if they don't eat the fires. Like, when they run into 4, 5, 7, they still take damage. Okay, I'm rambling off of something that's completely off topic. Let's just continue. The Fire Eaters spawn with the flamethrower, which is a badge, by the way. Flamethrower does 18 damage. Yeah, see, the flamethrower doesn't have a bullet. It spawns out a gas called fire. And this generally can't deal headshot damage because it's so freaking big. Yeah, you just get it. It's a gas, it's not a bullet, so it doesn't deal any headshot damage. And then after that, yeah. I don't know why, when I play these guys, I generally feel so much slower. And I don't know if it's just because of the flamethrower or anything, but when I play the Fire Eaters, I feel so much slower, and it annoys me so much. Probably the reason, I mean, these guys are my favorite, though, because they have a flamethrower, but that's probably the reason why I don't like them at the same time. They're my favorite, yet I don't like them. Yes, I know, ironic, I don't care. Continuing. Oh, well, I can't continue yet, because I think they spawn when SCP-4 5, 7 has 50 plus kills. Makes sense, but they still don't eat fires. Liars. Finally, we have Beta-7, Maz Hatters. The Maz Hatters basically deal with biological stuff and radiological stuff around the facility. I don't really, that's just part of the lore, but in this case, they just spawn when zombies, when SCP 049 has more than, I think, 10 zombies. Hopefully that's correct, and if that isn't, then they spawn with the M4 Super, which is generally just a shotgun. A very slow shotgun, in my opinion. The M4 Super does 15 damage per bullet for headshots. And I think it fires 6 bullets, because as you know, shotguns, they're not like normal guns. They don't just have that automatic fire. No, I don't even think they're semi-auto. If I'm correct, they legitimately, shotguns have something called a shell, and that shell usually has extra pellets or something inside of it that's spread. So it spreads 6 bullets, that just means 6 times 15. If you hit all of your shots in like one go, that's going to deal 90 damage, but then it does 18 for headshots. It has 8 ammo, and that's it. I don't really know what else to explain. I'll probably just add any extra things I missed at the end of the video, so, yeah.